Hopefully everybody's having a great day. I don't know if this is even set up right, because this is my first Twitch stream. I've got a little bit of apprehension, but otherwise I'm feeling alright. There are a few people in the chat for sure. So, greetings. Hopefully everybody's having a great day today. Yeah, I've got music playing. I heard that there you can like switch up the video on demand or VOD track or whatever it's called to avoid copyright, so that's what I'm doing. Say hello if you are... Just say hello, for crying out loud. I'm gonna move some stuff around here as I figure out my plan. Also checking to see if all my other little bits launched, like my Discord stuff. Bear with me. Also bear with the people upstairs who've decided to suddenly be super loud. Did this work? It did. Now live on Twitch. Nice. Excellent. Great Bassinet, good evening. You are my first chat of all time on Twitch. Well, for like this thing that I have going on here. I guess the only problem with my Spotify, I'm not actually listening to any of the audio through my stream, so I have no idea what's happening with it. Could become annoying really quick, especially considering my choice of music. Let's see what I got over here. Can I even access it? There it is. Anyways, how is the, oh my god, my mic peaked out pretty hard. How's the music level? I want it really low. I don't want to be loud with it at all, so maybe I can duck that down a little more. You know what? I've muted it. I muted it just because I don't know what's playing and I don't want to like, it'll just be weird. Maybe I'll figure it out later. I'm going to do a little bit of leather crafting today. I haven't really decided what. Probably something armor related. But I just wanted to make sure everything was working and that things weren't disintegrating around me as I tried to set this up to get going. So here I am doing that. You get to be my guinea pigs. But you are also in on day one. So super exciting. Amazing. And please chat to me as I ponder what's going on today. If you have been around my YouTube channel, you know I lotion a lot, so make sure you lotion a lot. My hands are pretty screwed up. All right. You know what? I do need to have this so that I can listen to music through maybe through my monitor or something, and then do like some kind of limiter on it. We've got 6 people chilling out with me. Let's test my cameras. Oh, my camera's working. Boom. How you doing there, buds? Let's get that little zoom. The power of zoom. Wonderful. How's my focus? Focus is alright, but want to focus the table. Better. Good, good. Hey, Southern Anime Girl. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm doing well. I can't hear myself. Oh, I can hear myself through my headphones that are hanging out over here. I don't really want to, though. Camera 3. Oh, there's a battery. Lovely. Super useful. Anyways, I'm just getting organized here. Southern Anime Girl 33 is just getting off work now. About to drive home. Cool. Off work is great. I am trying to work. That was what this would be, in theory. We gotta move a light, 1 second. Moving lights. I am apprehensive to get started on anything yet, because I just want to like have people trickle in. And as they trickle in, we can just chat and explore the wonderful world of our vocabulary. Beautiful. Probably everybody's is much bigger than mine. I had this idea, so this is I'll just ramble, because I'm pretty good at rambling. I had this idea that I was going to do Theoden's armor from Lord of the Rings. One of my YouTube subscribers and members said, that's a great idea, you should totally do that. And then I watched a little video, and it doesn't have to be the same as the armor from Lord of the Rings, by any means. And it won't be, if I ever do it. But I watched a video and I was like, oh, it's brass. Like, the whole suit is brass, with like applique kind of leather glued to it. It's crazy. I'm like, they made a suit of brass armor for that guy? Poor guy, he had to wear that. I'm sure they've had lighter versions. But just the hero piece being made out of brass, it's something else. That's a lot of weight for unnecessary weight. It's probably very thin. Anyways, there's that. And why am I on Twitch? I'm on Twitch because I've been trying to stream more on YouTube, and a couple of things. First of all, there's no community on YouTube at all. When I go to try and raid people on YouTube, there's nobody. There's very, very rarely is there anybody to raid. And it tanks my channel. Honestly, my channel is gone. The more I stream, the more people go, "What? I didn't sign up for this shit," and bail. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe either do a separate YouTube channel, do the Twitch thing. I'm figuring it out as I go along, and we'll see how Twitch goes. Twitch looks fun. There's a lot of people in the makers and crafting spot and the just chatting spot, so that could be things that I'm interested in. Is there anybody in here that's actually does leathercraft, or are you just stopping in for the hell of it? Sound off. I'd love to hear about it. And also, how's the quality of the stream? How's the audio of the stream? That kind of stuff. I can. Oh, this goes back to, I need a Bluetooth keyboard. I've got a Bluetooth mouse. The keyboard's over there, so it's kind of should be able to just change music on the fly, or set up a playlist. Would have been the smart idea before we started the stream, and just cycle through it. I do diamond art painting and learning how to crochet. What the hell is diamond art painting? I don't even know what that is. Sounds pretty cool. Crochet, that's cool too. I don't think I'd have the patience for crochet. Got first time chat from Lil Red. Greetings. First time chat from James. I don't know if that's a James I know, but hello to you as well here on Twitch as we warm up to the possibility of paint by numbers, but with gems. Cool. Oh, nice. It is James from YouTube. First time chat from Floor Pig. I've dabbled in leatherwork, but nothing big. It's all good. I find most of the people that are actually watching you are just hanging out, and they don't really do what you do anyways. But it's always good to know. There's Odin the Bearded One is here. Oh, hi to you as well. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi as we kind of flounder along here with the beginning of this stream. I had a few ideas. I was mentioning it before. I don't know if you were here for my ramble about doing Theoden's armor and then realizing it was made out of brass, and then having a crisis of confidence about, do I want to make it out of brass? I don't want to make it out of brass is what I came up with. But I also need to think about it a bit more, because I saw some close-up shots of Theoden's armor, and there's a lot of detail. So I'm a little apprehensive about that whole situation. Floorpig says, love to learn, happy you're here. I'm happy to be here. Thank you. Well, like my other camera could be shooting my wall of doom. Whatever. Doesn't matter right now. Thanks for stopping in and lurking. I saw you were live, so I was like, damn it. But I appreciate you hopping in and saying hi. Oh, you had me up on stream. Nice. Appreciate it. That's awesome. I don't even know how to do that. No clue. But I'll figure it out. You know how it is. Do we start off? Maybe I should do that shoulder with like a hut guard that I was going to do. It's like a large pauldron with like an angle piece. Somebody was talking about it yesterday, so I thought I should probably get on it eventually here. James says, talking about armor, I'm actually surprised I didn't get blisters after making that braid for like 6 days. Well, that was a decision that you made, and only you can blame yourself, really. That's about it. Yeah, we'll figure out that shoulder piece today, I think. It'll be a nice casual, not thinking too hard kind of thing. So, there's that. You know, everybody on Twitch has these like overlays, and then everything popped into where they want it. Like I've got my Atom, so I switch on the fly. Maybe it would be better just to set up my little screens. But I've got like space. I've got me. Great. And then we've got an anvil. Beep. And a battery. Which maybe we'll use that, maybe we won't. Haute Guard shoulder. Where is a little piece of paper to scribble on? Now, we're going to make a base version of it. We're going to, and trust me, my scribbles are terrible. Why is this big blue, I don't even know what this is. I got something on my, yeah, I moved it. Anyways. My scribbles will be terrible. I don't sketch. Thanks, Little Red. Okay, sounds good. Resolution's good. Excellent. I seem to recall Twitch being 720p, but they changed it, I guess. They got with the times. At least last time I was on Twitch, it was 720p. Oh, look at this. We got a little scribble in here, too. That's kind of cool. Got a little... I was thinking about something at some time. I should look through this more often. Not that this is a worthy sketchpad, but... So we want to have, like, some kind of a shoulder piece, but we want to have it have a ridge, so that on an angle, it'd be like... Right? We got, like, a ridge here. And then we've got a couple lames down. Not too high, because otherwise it gets a little silly. So we're gonna also want to curve this piece somehow. So we'll dart it, we'll like cut it, and join it together to make the curve. I'll probably what's the best way? I'd want to overlay it with something. So we're gonna also do something like wherever we dart it, we'll like put something over it, over where the seam is, to make it kind of, you know, my scribbles. Scribbles for the win. And then we could put some cool knotwork on there. That's my knotwork. It's pretty amazing. Like, do you see those? Can you even see that? Does this even get closer? Oh, it does. Look at that. Check my focus. Good. Yeah, so little knotwork bits. And then we could do the same on these lames. We'll do some knotwork bits. Oh, and here we can do some knotwork as well. Now, obviously, this is not going to be a just today thing, because this is a little bit of work. But we can get the base at least done, and then people can worry about adding fancy knotwork to it, or whatever designs they want to put on it later. If they, you like my squiggles, Floor Pig? It'll be like these kind of squiggles. I'll squiggle like that. That's how I squiggle. I'll do an art stream sometime too with some knotwork. One thing I do need to do 100% is I need sound, and I need it on YouTube as well. If anybody weren't sure, I stream on YouTube as well. I have my YouTube channel and all that jazz. But I'll stream Friday on YouTube. But I do need sound, because otherwise this is weird. But then I need to have like a noise floor or something cut, so that this doesn't pick up everything. Is my next plan. Master Squiggles. Nice, nice, nice. One thing I'm curious about, has anybody seen any kind of follower message pop up here? I haven't seen any of them, and I have them. I added them. So, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, which is the most likely thing. Okay. And you know what? Another thing, Twitch is way faster for talking to people and having instant feedback than YouTube. YouTube's like, I don't know, 15 seconds behind. Maybe it's because of the quality of, you're able to stream at a higher quality on YouTube, but maybe it just gets, you're way behind, always buffering. I wonder why that is. I don't know. Don't know why that is. My alerts are here. They're set up. Unless I, let me do something on the fly. Oh, there it is. There it is. There. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Was there sound with that? Like, I have no idea. Look at it. It's got little squigglies too. Did you see it? Never mind. It just refollowed, but nothing. No sound. Okay. Well, at least we're partway there. That's all that counts. We've got me. I've done some squigglies on a piece of paper, which means we're ready to rock, right? Pretty much. Pretty much ready to rock. We've got, what do we got in here? 10 bodies. Nice. Excellent number. I'm going to grab some brown paper. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Amazing. Amazing brown paper. Squigglies. You forgot the shoulders for the armor? What do you mean, James? What do you mean you forgot them? Do I even have a sharpener? I do, I think. Does it have batteries is the question. Well, that didn't work very well, that's for sure. Holy shit. That's better. I don't know how to make the fancy emotes. I don't know much about Twitch. All I know is I'm going to figure out this large pauldron. At least get the pattern down. I think I should be able to get it down before the end of the day today. I do need a better mannequin. My mannequin's garbage, so I kind of haven't pulled it out here. I want to make these pretty big. Probably 10. Oh, should use that too. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, I'm having some issues with my streaming on YouTube kind of tanking everything, you know? It's because of how the algorithm works, people that have been watching my channel aren't used to me streaming for the most part, so they get a little annoyed, I guess, is the best way to put it. I should zoom out a bit. Zoom out of this? Or zoom out of me? Really? I can zoom out. Yeah. And then I do a refocus here. Bzz. There we go. There. Where was I? Lost focus right away. Haha. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to stream Twitch may be the answer. Maybe. 5. Getting distracted already. Oh, that's bigger than I wanted it. 10. 5. Let's just do that. Easy. Eh. So I like the idea of logging on, doing a stream, figuring out my patterns, then doing a technical tutorial, moving on from there. Thanks, James. Well, now we've got it back. That makes sense. Fair. That makes sense. What do I want to do? Do I want to do anything wacky for this shoulder, or just kind of do the old curve? I could just do the curve, or I could do something a little more. Let's do something has a little something to it. That also gives me more room for whoops, I'm way over here, and whoops, I'm way over here, so good idea. Alright, so that's our lower lane. Going with my squiggly work. I like layering stuff, like you could just carve on this, but I do like putting a whole different layer of leather on it, because it always gives it that extra cool depth. So there'll probably be I'll probably trace this out, do another one, and then do like a smaller piece, and then swiggle some knot work in there. And then we've got like our points that'll come up to lane number 2. So that's, and lane number 2 will be a little bigger than lane number 1 because of the overlap. We want them to line up on the edge, so it'll probably be like that much bigger because it's going to overlap this, and when it curves around it, you want to have that space and all that shit. Can we swear lots on? I have no idea. We can now. All right. Yeah, this is way better. Thank you for the suggestion on. It's way better for me too, because I'm not like focus on the last little vestiges of space. So we're gonna make this one a little bigger, and then, like I've started with the easy stuff, obviously, and then we're gonna get on to darting the top cap to give it a curve, and then hiding that curve with another overlapping piece of leather. And I guess, honestly, me liking to overlap layers on top of layers will work well to make it all look uniform when we get up to the main shoulder cap. So, and stuff. Go to 8. We're gonna go maybe here. This is how much bigger it's gonna be. We just need it to be able to curve around. And honestly, it'll depend on the thickness of your leather as well, but this is probably a good spot. Rough. Then we'll fold it just to make sure everything makes sense. It's gonna be the same. Good. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yes, you can, but maybe add 18 plus to your description. Just for swearing? Why is this not? There. Anyways. Alright, we got piece number 2. Find out where Look at that little thing. It's kind of annoying because it's not long enough, really. So maybe I'll do a little tweak on that later. But it's nice that it's working. That's cool. I can appreciate that it at least works. I couldn't get it to work on YouTube. I think I know why. I think I fixed the follower and sub thing on YouTube. But I'll test that Friday. Again, you can subscribe on YouTube if you are interested in leathercraft, props and costumes, and stuff. And other streams. Because I'm not going to stop streaming on YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube for me. We're like my main everybody. It's just the kind of got a little weird for a bit. So we've got our layers, right? We're layering this up nicely. In theory, when it curves, we may have to. It's probably pretty close. We may have to trim it a little bit, but when it curves and you strap straight up, then it should. When you look at it from the side, it should match up like that, right? Instead of being like over the edge. YouTube.com Dark Horse Workshop, go sub. Indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so we got the easy parts out of the way. The easy parts. We can blindly figure out the Hulk guard. Now, I've done a shoulder before. I'm going to grab it just to show you guys. One sec. Shoulders. There we go. Shoulders. Which one is which? That's the real question. What do we got in here? Ah, this will work. Alright. This is an example of a shoulder. This is like a smaller style shoulder with like an overlay. And we've got our dart here to give it a curve. Right? I kind of want to just reverse it so that it's curving off it's darting off the bottom, and then we can do our funky squiggly overlay part to conceal that dart. Which on this one I didn't do, but man, whatever. I like these shoulders. These are great shoulders. I just want to conceal a little more, if you know what I'm talking about. Get in there, you little bastard. Get in there. Right in there. There you go. Nicely done. I'm just going to check some stuff. If you use the worse words, I guess, okay, that makes sense. I missed that message. Alright. How's this gonna function? What are we gonna do? We want it bigger than the other one. Actually, I'm gonna break that out again. This one is fairly small. There's a couple things I want to think about when doing this new one. I want it to have we've got that other one. We've got this kind of like dropping flow here. We could use that as well on this one. It's gonna be weird though. Cut it open. How should I do this? How should I do this? This has got to be straight off here. Yeah, this may look really weird. This may end up being really weird off the top, but we'll see how it goes. I have a feeling it's going to make no sense. this first go. This already seems very weird to me. If it's going to be straight, if it's curved, straight. Man, this is gonna be weird. I don't measure a lot. I'm not Captain Math, so I will often just make something, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. This isn't gonna work. But we'll get an idea of how, like, hilariously far off we are. Which is fine. First time chat from Cedric the Satyr. The illustrious Dark Horse Leather, I heard nothing but good things about you from Lockwood Leather. Well, I'm glad. That's good. Nothing but good things is good things. That's great. Glad to hear it. It's not going to be weird. It's going to be me. Captain Math. We'll go through a bunch. This is going to dart over. This is not going to work very well. That's not enough at all. It's got to be more like... Needs much more. Much more. Could do 2 halves. It's kind of boring though. I'm making a piece of shoulder armor with a Haute Guard, which is like the flangey fin thing off the top. And I'm not thinking too hard about how I'm doing the top cap part in a way I've never done it before. So like I'm kind of extreme winging it. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that either. Why don't I just build it out from that? Okay, new plan. Don't like that. Gonna build it out from the old one because the old one kind of made sense, and even upside down it makes sense, which is what we want to do for this. So we are going to, like, usually this would sit on your shoulder like this. But I want it upside down because I want the stitches to get covered by a cool overlaid piece with some knotwork on it. So I just got to figure out how I want to do that. I think this one was just a little too big. Now we could also just split the whole thing in a curve, but I don't know if that's the best plan in the world, honestly. Let's do this here. So this is our bottom piece. I want this to come out a little more because this always had a weird angle on it. So. This is strangely pointy. It should probably come off here. That in my brain is feeling better for sure. So nothing crazy on the curve, just enough to shoulder cap it and have some overlap in the front. We can waterform that down. Yeah, it's not bad. Might be too small. Kind of wish I had some cardstock, honestly, that was a little bigger. Got this, we got this, we got this. These might be too big. I'm going to trim these down a little bit. Or a lot of bit, actually. They're just going to get jammed up in there. Everybody's quiet suddenly. Oh my god. That is one thing about all the Twitch channels that I've been in so far. People are chatty. Chatty. And I can be chatty. I do think I need to like figure out my layout a bit better just so I can be chatty. Now this is going to butt together and then form. I just feel like I need another lame here. This is where I start, where people are going to start crying as I waste leather, because I'll just make it and then I'll throw it in the garbage and I'll make another one. Cedric says, "Lol, I'm doing leather with you, so I'm huddled over my own workbench listening to you." Nice. Yeah, I have enough scraps that I can just be silly, really, with the amount of garbage that I produce. Garbage. Is that too small? For a hot guard. I'm not convinced that this is the exact pattern I want to start prototyping on. Oh, the D20 dice bag pattern. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. This is where I just stare at this for a second and kind of decide what I want to do with it. It feels too small, but I'm not sure. Given that this is my general shoulder cap, it's not that much. That's not that small. It's just like extra bits out the side. So I don't really know what I'm crying about. I'm just apprehensive to dive in here. But I probably will. Let me just fold over. I'm just gonna cut it out, and so you guys can all cry and complain when I throw it in the garbage. Maybe you won't. I would if I was watching me. I would cry and complain when this is garbage. Done. What do we got? What do we got? Sure. That'll do. That'll do. We are prototyping. Prototyping. But at least I do have some garbage. Like, this is kind of crappy. Oh, I got one. There it is. The exciting world of shoulder armor. Scribble, scribble. Oh, I hold on to my scraps. They just sit in giant, like I got an excessive amount of scraps. Excessive. Oops. Come on. Let's cut out. Doesn't need to be perfect. I should sharpen this though. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Where is it? Where is my straw? I have no idea. Because I moved where it's supposed to go. Oh, there it is. Not bad. Not bad at all. Garbage. Oh yeah, well those D20 dice bags certainly can easily be scrap leather heaven. Not Trimzo. Yeah. How big is my scrap bin? Which one? Let's do a little camera 3. We've got 3 bins there. We've got light veg, medium veg, heavy veg. We've got brown, and then right there we've got black. All full. They're all really full. Sorry for making people sick with my counter moves. Eld says, "Hey Magnus, sorry I'm late. No apology necessary. You arrived exactly when you meant to. Is that how that works?" And Eld arrives exactly when they mean to. Mean to. I wonder if I can just, no, don't fuck with that. I want music. Little itchy eye. Is there a type of leather you prefer to work with? I normally just get Vegetan. If I am carving something, Vegetan is my go-to. If I'm not carving it, anything but Vegetan. Because I much prefer not to dye something if I don't have to, because dyeing stuff can be a giant fiasco. So, unless you have like a cool idea for dyeing stuff, like if you're doing something black or you're doing something brown, it's much easier just to have the leather already black and brown and ready to go, in my opinion. In film, though, it's weird. Like Vegetan, Vegetan will take moisture nicely, and then you can like rough it up and do weird stuff with it in film. So I do use a little more veg in film than I would if it wasn't film. And if I could draw a straight line... Well, that's not even a straight line. If I could follow the guide... Doesn't matter. It's all prototype. Prototype. Randomly hitting the mouse. I feel like I'm gonna need some kind of bridge piece between the top lame, like the shoulder cap and the top lame. I don't think they're gonna sit how I envision them in my head. We'll see. It's almost garbage, but I'm gonna keep it. That's garbage. One second. How's the music volume if I put it at this volume? I haven't created a good playlist, so it's kind of like... not gonna be great to put music on, but whatever. At least I've figured out the VOD thing, so I don't get copyright dinged. You know? Not hearing music? Well, if you're not hearing music, then... Let me see here. How about now? It shows that it's playing. I don't know. If it's not playing, then makes it easy. Let's just do a... Okay, at least you hear it. Again, I'm just prototyping. I don't care about much. Not even gonna be... That'll be fine. Too many needles. This is day one, so not for a while. I imagine I've got to do at least. I've got to stream 7 times. I've got to have enough hours, and then I've got to I've got the followers already. I had 60 followers before I went live, which is pretty cool. So it'll be a little bit. It will be a little bit. If you guys do hand stitching, a lot of hand stitching, let me introduce you to the greatest decision of my entire life as far as hand stitching goes. Get a pair of these, I guess they're kind of like mechanics gloves. These ones are super thin fingers. So I've got a lot of dexterity still. But for gripping onto needles, awesome. So you're not like wrenching stuff through with pliers. I'm just doing a quick little sew because I want it to just sit so I'm not like, whoops. Do I even care if it's from the, no, I don't care if it's from the top. Lockwood Leather kept talking you up last night. That's how I knew you. Oh, nice. Well, I don't mind the talking up. That's great. I might have to work on my entertainment value here on Twitch, but for now, let's just try and build something that doesn't fall apart. Well, these will fall apart. This is just quick fuckery is what this is. Not thinking too hard, just moving through it. I'd love for somebody who doesn't speak English to come into here and see this, like, I'm a leatherworking channel. Look at my amazing stuff. Alright. Then I drop that needle on the floor to find with my foot later. Yeah, see, these gloves are breathable. So, you know, you get a little moist, but they're not too bad. There, we've got like a thing. Got some kind of a thing. How far off is it from what we want? I don't know. Yeah, it's not bad. These are so thin. Better. What would be a nice minimalistic centerpiece for Fey armor? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe chat knows. Maybe chat knows. That's not bad. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not bad. Is the angle wrong? Like, should it be more like this with more of a curve? Maybe? No. Do I have my tablet here? I don't. Oh well. I shall survive. On the other hand, you get a fae like myself, and you'll want ale tankards, wine glasses, maybe a pot leaf because cider's party. It feels it's too straight across. Like it needs to be like this. That's the my only real concern. The shoulder part, the main cop part is all right, but then it kind of goes on a weird angle that I don't like. Don't move. It'll stay. Yeah, this shouldn't be like. Fuck. So what does that mean for me? Oh, thank you for the follow. Is it, oh, it's Yanalith. Hey, Yanalith. Be right back. I'm going to grab myself a Coca-Cola beverage. Or maybe a different beverage. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't need a Coca-Cola. Hey, Yanalith. Greetings. Welcome to your first time chat here on Twitch. Yanalith has been, like James has been following me on YouTube for quite some time. So, cheers to you. All right. I'm not going to pretend nobody else does this. I'm going to do a little look. I'm not going to show you guys which ones. I'm going to just look up Hotgard and Hotgard? Is it the Hotgard? And check. Oh, that's crazy. I'm not doing that. Man, some of these are just bonkers. What? I need to put armor in my search. Googling on there. Hotgard. You know, they do kind of angle in like that. I think I've just made them way too pronounced. That's the only problem. I think that's the problem. Hey, where are you going? Get back in there. Crazy leather. Look at all the things. First time chat from Satuna. Hey there, lots of little emojis. I love it. Internet inspiration. Hail Satuna. And you know, at least Twitch is fun. YouTube is fun, but it's also a little I don't know. No fun police. It's got a bit of a no fun police feel to it. So this is angling over. I need to just like bring it back, I think. So, if we were looking at me, which is me, and this is sitting right on my shoulder, this is just flowing in here weird. It just kind of has a crazy angle on it. So I'm thinking, my thought process is that I've instantly lost my pencil. There it is. Fucking found it. My thought process is to bring this part out a bit, right? And hook this down a bit so that I'm getting rid of this part here. That's my general quick idea. Have you ever tried doing leather bessigoos? Does it not work? Bessigoos? I don't even know that. I've heard that term, but I'm not, bessigoos. Bessigoos. Oh, yeah. I've done some, but, and I don't know, if it's just costume, it totally works. Like, hey, I'm working on a shoulder with a hook guard part to it. What of my first stream? Well, hanging out with all the new friends here on Twitch, which is awesome. So yeah, and I do, again, I said this earlier, but I do like how snappy the response time is on chat with Twitch. YouTube is very, very slow. And maybe it's a me problem. Maybe I'm just got my bitrate too high on YouTube. I don't know. So back to this thing. Is that going to look weird too, though? What if I just make it wider in general? You know, that might be a better plan. Here, what about this? Instead of cutting this, this whole piece gets wider, and it gets brought down here a bit more. That'll angle it more on a line like this, right? Off the shoulder, instead of like this weird inside angle it's got going on. If this is all created equal, not this weird like beep beep, just one round piece. I think that's what I want to do. And make the lames. Well, the lames will tuck a bit, but that's kind of how they roll. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Is it because I don't know if it's because I have slow mode. Like I don't reply. Like when I'm pointing at myself and I'm not even showing you guys. So when I'm talking on YouTube, people reply to me like in 20 seconds. I don't think that's what it is. I'll check though. Maybe it is. Oh, it's fucking hot in here. All right, we figured it out. We kind of figured it out. I know. Before I just dive into this, where's my? It'll be like. I'm locked in my thought process. Maybe it is too small. Like the back should definitely. You know what? I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm already overthinking it. I don't need to. I could water form this out a bit. I'm going with it. You know, it says if you're a channel member, there is no slow mode, but if you're a regular follower, slow mode is activated. It's good to know how the moderation tools work on here and YouTube. Well, the slow mode I thought was just like how often you can type. For like when I talk, it takes, you guys will hear me in 20 seconds. Here you hear me right away. Like I can respond instantly. I know exactly what's happening. And stuff. What's going on? All right. Boom. We got enough space here. Little, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So the idea is to come off here. I am going to make it a little bigger just because I can always trim it down, right? Right. There's that. So this is making this angle really that instead of weirdly over here towards my sternum. So it'll be amazing. I think. I don't know. Put your garbage in a box for Odin. Little red. Yeah. Oh, I can change my topic here. I'm gonna change it to, 1 second. Done. Now we know what we're doing. I got a question for you. What tool would you recommend for a new leatherworker above all else to make life easier? Is there more than one such tool? I was thinking of doing a video. Called like the 5 most important tools, and also the 5 crappiest tools. What were like the things that leapt out at me when I got something for beginner leatherworker? Beginner. Yeah. I think there are a lot of tools that are fairly obvious that you'll go in and just grab. Oh, thanks, Gunnel. It's lotion time. When I become an affiliate, there'll be a lotion emoji. There is on YouTube. Because my hands are a mess. It's tough. It's just like a slow build, right? It's rare that I get surprised by a tool. I think the smallest of the tools that it took me a while to get, and then I was like, I should have got this a long time ago, was a stitching pony. That's probably the cheapest of the tools that I went, oh my god, stitching pony's great. A burnishing wheel that you can put into a drill press, or a Fordham, or what's the other one? Dremel, or you could put it on a drill. Something like that would be really good too. I've got a burnishing setup for like a bench grinder, which is great. I just skipped right to that. Did I skip right to that? No, I had mounted a burnisher to my drill press for a while, so that. Some kind of motorized burnishing tool. A V-gouge. If you ever want to do stuff where you're like, you don't want to have 2 pieces that join together. You want to do 1 piece, and then you want to V-gouge the back so it bends nicely. V-gouge is a cool tool that most people won't have. That may surprise them. James, I'm recommending things that for hobbyists, yeah, for beginners. Things that I feel that that are like just outside the range of here's your beginner tool set with your rotary punch, your beeswax, your burnishing stick, your chisels, a hammer. V-gouge is great. I don't know if you guys have seen a V-gouge before, but whatever. You guys have Google. But here's my V-gouge, right? Let's and let's focus as well. Focus. So you turn this and it adjusts the depth of it. Let's focus again, actually. And then the little blade, and it cuts a V out of your leather. And so when I'm doing books, whoop, like these books here, are these the ones that have it? Probably. This probably has it. Actually, this one doesn't even have it. But like, if you want to get the a nice crisp bend on a nice crisp fold, you can V-gouge the inside. Hopefully without cutting right through it, and it'll be easier to fold it. But you have a good chance of cutting right through it, so be careful. But yeah. I don't know what this is set to right now, but it just cuts little lines and then makes it easier to bend. Anyways, off on a tangent. I got a V-gouge by mistake. A family member got one for me. I don't know what it was. They thought it was a tool to make leather ribbons. Still love it. Nice. Other than that, it took me a long time. You know, beginners also carve leather. It took me a really long time to switch to a maul for leather carving instead of a little mallet. I find my ability to hit true with this and hit nicely, and my timing is good, is way better with the maul than it ever was with trying to hit this without knocking everything off on angles. This does a good job. And I don't know if it was the purpose of this, but it has it has ridges, which I always thought made it so that if you hit it on an angle, it catches, so it doesn't slip off constantly. I don't know if that's the feature of that, but for this one, at least it has ridges. I know some don't, though, so there's that. But for leather tooling, great item. Things that I've never understood how people can even use them, like a half-round knife. I'm sure they're amazing, but that would be on my list. People will freak out when I make my list of 5 tools I could do without and put the half-round on there. Like, I have a half-round knife, I have a trim knife, I have a Japanese skiving knife. All of them they don't even do anything. They just sit there on the bench. Well, my stitching pony doesn't. I don't sit on it. I mount it to my bench. I don't sit on it at all. It mounts right to my bench, and then great. I would go nuts if I had to sit on it. All good tools. James' suggestion there. All good tools. Wing dividers. Did you say wing divider? I use this like all the time. All the time. Spacing holes or marking edges. Yeah, like my tool selection is like for the stuff that I use all the time is pretty small, and it's not exactly out of the ordinary. Obviously, a sewing machine is a game changer, but that's not really a beginner thing, but it's a game changer. Yanolith is off to eat dinner. Alright, we've got this shoulder bit. Let's see what it looks like now. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Do I want to take this corner off though? Do I want to do it like where I drew that little line? Right here? Right here? Do I want to trim that? Maybe. Oh, I better be careful with because I gotta loop it together here. I'm not going to trim it because that doesn't make any sense because I can trim it after. I'm not going to trim it on my pattern. I can always trim it later. Alright, so one of the things we want to do with this is I want to cover it with some kind of like so when it's stitched together, there's just going to be this one piece that overlays it somehow and looks cool while doing it. Is that just weird? I don't know. Goes around along the whole edge. Because it goes along the whole edge, I think I'll do the whole edge on this one too then. These will be more like... Could I do that on all of them? I could have this like weird like... round bit of something. And I could put this in here even though it's not part of the... Even though it's not necessary. I could do something like that. That's reducing that, like, I'm not going to be able to not work it at all. That'll just be like, well, I could not work up in here. It's kind of a neat idea. Not totally sold on it, but it's kind of a neat idea. Half round knives are incredible for getting small round corners accurate. I guess. I've never had a problem with corners and rounding stuff with my this. But maybe if I got my skills up with a half round, I'd be like, oh my god, I should have done this a while ago. Like, there has to be a reason people use it. Many people use it. Tons of people use it well. There has to be a reason. But whenever I see somebody using one, I'm just like, I don't know why. But there must be a reason, right? So this is going to come together here. Is that big weird circle going to be a big weird circle, or is that going to be a big cool circle? You know what I'm saying? Garbage. Almost garbage time for that. Big cool circle, says Little Red. All right. I do, not everything has to, yeah, this will be cool, I think. Be the same thing here. Overlap. Though some of this is probably, most of this might be concealed by the other lames. Right? Do this action, nothing crazy. Worst eraser ever? Yeah, it is. Cedric says, speaking of useful tools, I didn't know I needed until I finally got one, a pounding board so I can stop chewing up leather scraps when punching holes and whatnot. Yeah, that's a great idea. For sure. This is also my... Like, I punch into this, my giant table. Oh, one sec. Sorry. All right. The upper lame on this is way too big. That's not the amount of play it's gonna have. So I'm gonna trim it and redraw it again. Not that the drawing matters at all for what we're doing right now. If that's even the way we want to go. I don't know for sure yet. Still not sold on it. I'm looking at it, still not sold on it. Great Bassinet says, I'm still using a cheap cutting board on a block of wood. Hey, you use what you gotta use. I've had this is a 4x8 sheet of 3/8 inch cutting board. This is my second one? I think it's my second one I've had. It's quite the beast. I kind of want a black one though. I bought some black cutting board, but it's just kind of annoying more than anything. I need like a full 4x8, not like, I think mine is like 2x2 or something. 2.5 by 2.5. Let's see, how close is this now? That's better. That'll probably be the right kind of idea here. And then we've got this. And instead of overthinking it, I think I'll just make it like this. I can always do a different one, right? Do you think getting the little 2-pound anvil is worth it for setting stuff? My anvil's in a vise. If it wasn't in a vise, I'd lose my shit. Otherwise, I've used my granite slab for setting for quite a while, just if it's flat stuff. I definitely use my anvil, but it's in a vise. Otherwise, it would just be annoying, I think. All right. We need the hout guard part, but that is just going to be like a folded and riveted line on it. I'm not too worried about that yet. I could also do the interesting. Okay, I have an idea. So my initial thought was that the haute guard part that juts up from the piece of leather, we were just gonna run it along this. It'll be a curved piece of leather, and it'll fold under and either stitch or, you know, rivet in through that part. But we could also, if we wanted to, you know, this is probably the smart way to do it, but the other option would be we could do little oblongs away from the edge so that the haute guard could like magically sit off the edge, and people would be like, how the hell did you do that? It would have to be perfectly fit though. And then you'd have little slots, so like your as I scribble on my thing, like your haute guard piece would have little, I can't draw it all, little tabs, and then it would sink into it, and then fold and rivet. I don't know. Am I overthinking it? I'm probably overthinking it. Sec, I'm just gonna see how we're doing here. We got 13 viewers. Yes, 13 viewers on Twitch. 13 incredible viewers. So, going back to this little bitsy, I know I just said, well, this is just how I'm gonna do it. But is it? But is it how I'm going to do it? Now that I'm looking at it. I like it. I like it a lot. I could prototype again, but I almost think I don't need to. Good spot. And this is like in here. Or like this. Man. So many decisions. 13 is a solid number. I'm enjoying the 13. It's all good. I think I like the slot idea for like some kind of experiment in the future, but for now I think that might be a bad idea. I think we'll just run it off the edge. It's easier to conceal any fuck ups if we're running it off the edge. If we're seating it right in there, Could get a little spicy, get a little weird. Don't want that to happen. Oh, my music's still playing. I don't even know what's playing. Sorry, that's my. It is what it is. It's probably mostly industrial music. On a scale of 1 to 10, how quiet is the music? Because I want it quiet. What's the next plan of this? Is the next plan of this to do another prototype? This is too big, and just strap it and everything. Could we do that? Yeah, we could probably do that. We'll stitch the whole edge. Maybe we'll waterform it so it's not as pointy, because it kind of has a very sharp decision here. You know what I'm saying? Do a little water and a hammer. And then we can have these and everything riveted and strapped, and then I can just put it on my shoulder and go yes or no. So that's my current plan. And it's my belief that I'll be safe from copyright because I've selected a VOD channel. I mean, I've unselected a VOD channel, so my Spotify, which is playing to the stream, isn't being recorded to the VOD because I've unchecked it, in theory. So when people go back and check this, they'll be like, what music are they talking about? There's no music. And I'll be like, yes, that was my goal. All right. Let's, so we've trimmed these a little bit. We don't need to remake these things. Let's just trim them down again. If I can find my pen. We'll trim them down, and then we will cut out a new main piece. We'll stitch it together, the whole edge. We'll like do a little, oh yeah, Sisters of Mercy, nice. I love Sisters of Mercy. One of my favorite bands of all time is Sisters of Mercy. I'm a goth kid. 100% goth kid. All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah. We'll waterform the peak to try and get rid of the little sharp point without destroying our stuff. I'm not really worried about this bit yet, the overlay bit that we're going to stitch onto it. Maybe I should be. I don't know. I'm gonna put a song in the queue that I want. Like, see, like I can't. Well, I guess I could just. You know, I could be that guy. Ah, now I hear myself. That's no good. One sec. I think I know how to fix that. Well, it says monitor off, so I shouldn't hear myself. See, I want to listen to music, I can't. All right. Things to figure out for next time. I decided to go with a simplistic coat of arms for the shoulder plate. Well, you'll have to link it up. We'll have to see it. This should be the same size, right? Yeah. All right, we've got these lovely pieces. Now we need to do a large Hultgard. What do we got for Scrapicus? Hey. I'm going to do it from over here at the very least. because I wouldn't use this for anything. Little garbaggio. Garbaggio. I will show it in the Discord. Sounds good. Just a little reminder that I'm on YouTube, in case you didn't know. I've been on YouTube since 2016, doing tutorial videos and patterns. And you can go subscribe over there. I also started last year streaming over there, and my channel is kind of taking a little bit of hit because of it. But I understand how I know how the YouTube algorithm works, and I thought it would take a hit, and it did. So that's why I'm on Twitch, because I'm trying to figure out how to stream comfortably without worrying about my channel getting smoked by bad click-through rates and stuff like that, and retention. So I could just make another YouTube channel and stream, and I do have a second YouTube channel, but I'm still playing with ideas of what I'm going to do. So, but it seems like there's a lot of cool people on Twitch. So here we are on Twitch. The back of my head. And the roughest of sketches ever. Of outlining ever, I should say. And I think I need a new monitor to track everything. It's a little rough. Oh, I wanted to cue up a song. If I can find it. There we go. Garbage. Slice and dice. Exactly. You know, I guess the other option of this shoulder could have been that I use my words. What was I thinking? That I just dish the shoulder, I waterform it and dish it, but I don't think that's very useful for a pattern. Yeah. I'm going to quickly run this through my sewing machine just to punch holes in it. I'll be right back. Incredible alignment. All right. What is tangled up here? Whew. There we go. It's good-ish. It's probably too much, actually. I need more overlays. I need like some follow-worth stuff. Like, I need some what's music's playing. More interactive fun. Oh, this maybe I shouldn't have put these gloves on while I have to thread this still. And I actually want to find the other needle that I stepped on earlier and then forgot about. Whatever. This will be fine. One of these will work. Come here, buddy. Right there. Don't make me take my glove off. Got it. I don't need to stitch both sides. I'll just do a running stitch down it. We're still kinda, well, not kinda, we're still prototyping. Don't you undo on me, you bastard. Fuck. See, now I got a knot here. There. Get in there. Ah! Victory, kinda. I'm looking for your design. Let's see here. That's pretty cool. I like it. Oh my god. Dude, did you just... did you Western, like... Did you really do like a Western stitch all the way around the whole thing? That's crazy. That's so much work. Oh my god. It looks great though, but that's a lot of work. You had nobody there to go, you know, this might not be the best plan. I'm Casey Kasem, and this is not the best plan. The worst Casey Kasem ever? That was me. That was me. Alright, we're just going to run down and back on this thing. On my... I should use the bigger needle on my sewing machine. And why, you ask? Because I want to just see how it sits when it's actually all stitched up, and then I'm going to waterform it a little bit to see if it makes it better at all, or if it does nothing to it, which is possible. Holes are too small. It took 6 days. Poor guy. Also, randomly, if you like owls, this is my owl shirt. You could go pick up an owl shirt to help support the channel. The Twitch channel. The what channel? The me? I don't know. If you like owls. Thanks, Lil Red. This was the first design I ever did on my iPad. What have I done here? Not paid attention. Is that what's going on? Oh no, it's fine. I also do love owls. Nice. Love to hear it. Let's just do this. This is not how I would ever stitch something if I was actually stitching it. I'm just getting it to a point where I can screw around with it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like stuff on my site. The thing is, if I decide to write a short story about this particular armor, this is going to be the coat of arms throughout the entire lore. I think that you have the same problem I do, James, is that sometimes you overthink stuff. It'll be fine. Just go ahead with it. That's it. Moving on. Alright, I'm going to wet this, and then we're going to do a little bit of forming and see if it helps at all. I'm skeptical. It's not bad as it is, but it might be able to be better. It shouldn't take much. Better. Nothing amazing, but better. This is pretty thin, so it might be like a little annoying to deal with. Yeah, it's got a little less of a peak now, right? It's not bad. Of course, that kind of screws up my my whole "now we're doing other stuff to it" part of the day. But I can play with this stuff. My name. Great Bassinet says, I had no idea you could dish leather like this. Welcome to, like you can waterform leather, and all that is stretching leather. So all you're doing when you're dishing the leather is stretching the leather. You're just being very particular in how you're stretching it. Yeah. So it's got more of a definite, it's probably hard to tell. Oh, it's like got a definite bowl-y shape to it. If I had a couple like bowls, I might just cram it in there. What do I do have a, I wonder if that would be useful. I do have like a shield boss lying around too, right? I could form it over that. Not everybody has a shield boss lying around, but whatever. I happen to have one. And you could just let it dry like that if you wanted to. Oh, that's chef's kiss right there. Like, if you just, right? Now it's a curve. Now it's a curve. No, this will be fine. You could leave it like this. It'll be fine. And if I'd used like a super hot water and done this, it would harden up a little bit as well. Yeah. Now I heat gun it for 500 hours. Is that what I do? I could also, if I wanted to, I could put it on the inside. It'll have a sharper curve by a little bit because it's like if you've got something to form into, you can. We're on this like tangent, so whatever. You could get in there and just go to town. And this is all stretching it a little bit. Again, if I'm selling patterns to people, I don't necessarily want to be like, now you need to take your shield boss and form your piece into it. But it's not a bad plan. How much? It's actually pretty good. It's not a bad cap of it. All right. Okay, back from eating dinner. Analyst here. I'm going to lotion my hands right away so I don't get in trouble. You don't need to keep pressure on it. As long as it's not like flopping out, it'll dry in place. As I suddenly start picking my hands. They're pretty good. These are just deadlift marks now. The real question is, do I like the inner bowl version or the outer bowl version? I'm not really worried about it changing shape right now because it's both a prototype and I can just reshape it because it's very wet. This piece is too big, yeah. Both these are too big, honestly. Like they can be trimmed down more. It's not a get in there, buddy. It's not. Words are hard. What was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. They're too big. That's what I was gonna say. Boop-a-doop, ba-doop. It's not bad. But honestly, I want it to be a little wider, so I'm gonna leave it on the boss outside. There. Outside. It may just dry a little weird, but I can fix it afterwards. When I fight, I do not wear a gambeson, no. No. I wear very little now, I guess. Alright, so we've got that. We know these have to be brought down a little bit. They're a little too big. Since they're the same but different, I wonder if I can just, once again, pick this up. And even this can be way smaller, I think. Well... compared to the reference picture, I would almost say it's not too small, just too wide. Reference picture. Oh, I'm not even using that. I'm just doing whatever. That picture in the Discord? Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. I forgot it was there, honestly. This could be smaller. But how much smaller? Where's the, there. Let's just trim it down a little more. Or a lot more. That should be the lower one for sure. This seemed to make a little more sense. It's not like they have to be wrapping around the damn arm. And if it was too far over, it's going to be hitting your pec anyways. So. The purpose of leather armor is not to be protective, but to look intimidating for the horde. And big shoulders. Nice. Loktarogar? Loktarogar. What is Loktarogar? I don't even remember what Loktarogar is. But it just popped into my head. So somebody needs to tell me what it means. What's Loktarogar? I worked on the Warcraft movie. That was fun. Oh, hey. me. It's a me. Same thing. Okay. You know, I almost want to change up a little something here on the. I want to make this more pronounced. Maybe will be cool. Maybe it'll just be done. Either way, I don't care. Which one is it? This is the smaller one. I thought I just. Did I cut the wrong one? Or did I get confused? Doesn't really matter. Victory or death. Nice. At least I've got the good words. Loktar Ogar. Kind of cool. We're going with the kind of cool. Babu. What do you want me to do? Stop touching me. Brain. Oh, this one I already cut to this side, right? Yeah. For no reason. That's the wrong one, but whatever. If you guys are interested in watching me stream on YouTube at all, be sure to subscribe over there and turn your notifications on, because I will be streaming on there on Friday. Tomorrow is going to be a try not to like get distracted kind of day, and I'm just going to put my head down and work on some projects without feeling like I need to, like, it's still, even though I'm working on patterning something right now, it does certainly feel like I have to finish something. I'm not going to. It's not gonna happen. Weird. So I lost my mind. Like, I traced that, I didn't even cut it out. Whatever. That's better. That's to that, that's to that, that's to that. Everything will be amazing. I could change this to dip a little, to have the same kind of like profile as this edge here, maybe. Did you say Friday? Yeah, Friday I'm going to be streaming on YouTube from probably 2 till 5. 2 to 5? 2 to 6? Is generally my most consistent day for streaming. So there'll be that. What was my plan? Water form. Trace these out. This can't do anything with this until it dries out, so I'm going to grab my heat gun. What am I unplugging? That's my now. That's my worry now. Don't unplug the wrong thing. Ah, shit. What? I need to find a plug that's not going to power everything down. What's this? Random. found something. It's always a little scary in the shop when I... oh, first time chat. Daedalus Kazan, good evening. Welcome to the twitchiness. Our little twitchiness. It's always a little scary turning the heat gun on because the power in this building is not being the best to me. So if everything suddenly shuts down, I'll see you Friday. Like, how long do I want to be doing this for? I could do something else. I could do some sketching or something. I wish I had my iPad here. Though I haven't drawn knotwork without my iPad in a very long time. I'm going to turn my sewing machine off. Just in case that tiny little wattage somehow destroys our world. What time did I start this stream? Is there something that says how long this stream has even been going? I don't know all the stuff here yet. Two hours, 5 minutes. Cool. Super fun. Heat gunning. I just got the perfect curve though for it. Like I'm glad I was like, oh wait, I got a shield boss. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shield bosses actually. I have a few. Maybe in the future we can play around with the Valheim server, James. I'll put it. I may just leave it on permanently soon. I had this idea that I was gonna slowly build it up on streams, but I don't know how often I'll be streaming, and so I figure I should just put it up. I also don't know where I'm gonna stream it. Do I stream it because I can't stream it? I really want to stream it on the primary Dark Horse channel, but I'm gonna destroy that channel if I keep doing what I'm doing. So that's why I'm on Twitch. It's because I want to stream, but I don't want to destroy my YouTube channel. So I could either do it on my gaming channel, which is not going to be my gaming channel. Hey there, Raven HD 360. Welcome to the stream. The glorious heat gunning stream. So yeah, I'm gonna rename and rebrand that second channel of mine on YouTube. My friend said it should be Dork Horse Workshop, which is kind of funny. Dork Horse, but it'll probably be the Dark Horse Workshop 2 or etc. or supplemental or something, and that way I can do a bunch of stuff on there, like my recordings of these. Though I forgot to record this one. Recording these, mini painting. I've got my Orc Commandos I want to paint up. I want to read my Dragonlance gaming module and maybe give it a review on it. I want to do a bunch of, it'll just be like random crap from the Magnus. So, that kind of stuff. It's got a nice little bowl to it so far. As soon as we bend this, it may get a little weird. Nope, it's fine. This could be like a... there we go. We are going to Disney World. Everybody prepare your leather ears for Disney World. And the soon-to-be not mouse. They're changing it to a dragon, aren't they? Oh, and what is Dragonlance model? What? Dragonlance? I have a book. I'm a big Dragonlance fan and Dungeons and Dragons fan. And I really haven't run anything for my gaming group in a very, 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 very long time. So I had this idea that I would run the new Dragonlance 5th edition module adventure. So, painting orcs, nice. I'm up for the Epic Village, but I do like that you have to repair stuff. And remember, it's only breaking down when you're logged in. So whatever. It's like nothing happens when we're not logged in. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I actually I have the book right here. I'm making armor. It's probably Dragonlance. I love those books. Let's see here. Where is it? I think it's here. There's a chance it's at home. Vampire, 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 vampire. Where is it? Maybe I don't have it. There's a lot of vampire books here. Nah, it's probably at home. I lied. Don't fall. I'm gonna move this or it'll scare me. Just got fucking shields lying around here. Like, come on. There. Success. Well, you should have a roof over your structure. Like, what are you talking about? Of course. Put a roof. Come on now. Isn't that obvious? You know, doing this could take forever. I'm going to draw something, because this is going to take forever. We're going to do a little doodly-doo. That's a needs to dry kind of deal. I want to make a harbor and decorative monuments and statues, not just houses. Even there, my porch started falling apart within a few hours. I've never had any problem with stuff falling apart fast. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, nice. If we want to just make stuff, that's an option, I guess. Well, if we're doing, you know, I might as well try and draw something for the shoulders, right? Is this the... No. Is this the shoulder? This is the shoulder. All right. Oh, I got really short suddenly. Hi, everybody. How are you? My first attempted leather project was a quarter scale Prince Army leather helmet. It was a disaster. It lives in a hole in the yard, but I learned a ton from it and I got better. Nice. That's awesome. I don't even know if you guys can see this. This is going to be a little tough, actually. With the light. Come on. Just put something there for it to focus on. There you go, bud. Focus on that. There. Can you even see that? It's alright. Dwarf Horse Workshop. That's an option. Well, let's put our piece on here. This may be a disaster. I'm used to my iPad now. I'm not really good at not fucking up everything. So that's why my iPad's awesome. Because I can undo. But it's very difficult to undo this. My tiny little head's driving me a little crazy, but is what it is, right? I'll figure out stuff later. All right. Well, the one thing we know we have is we've got the this border here that's going to stitch to conceal the seam that we've got on the main shoulder point. And then there was the idea that this is kind of cool, so we're gonna loop around here. And it's going to have a little, or a large, doop-de-doo. The curse of the modern age, traditional works difficult. Yeah. Who was talking about figures that they were doing? What's going on with my screen here? The screen's looking, something's going on. Who was it again? Anyways, whoever was talking about it, I just got back into mini painting recently, so I started on some Blood Bowl figs. I got my Orca Commandos I got to paint. I was going to do Space Wolves, which is fairly on brand for me, but I had done Space Wolves like 20 years ago, so I was like, maybe try something else. All right, so we've got this cool shoulder bit. This is going to be like an applique layer that gets stitched on. And this just so we can pull these two sides together. That's the plan with that. But here, there's a whole bunch of real estate where we could put something in there. Generally, I just put knotwork in there because it's hard to fuck knotwork up. At least if I was to draw some kind of animal or something in here, it might get a little weird. Do I do a serpent or do I just do some knotwork? Let's just do some knotwork. Just because. We're just kind of chilling. There's 13 of us. We're all hanging out. Great times. Thanks for everybody that's hanging out. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. Now to blindly do some knotwork. Let's see. It is super light on there, but it is what it is. I don't want to make it too dark. Snake skin inlay. No, it's a little crazy if I go there. Yeah, I need a lot of stuff. I need like something to tell me when people are commenting and sounds. I need sounds. Art. I need art. Is that what I said? Eyes. I need eyes. I like the idea of minifigures. I just can't get myself to do it. I like creation more than repetitive task. Lego is more my style. Something from nothing. Well, you're painting the fig. You're giving it life. It's going to be different than anybody else's fig. So it's, you know, Legos. You got the blocks. Just gotta. Might be a little too crowded over here, but whatever. I'm gonna thicken this up. Thin it down. I can't say I'm totally happy with it. We'll see where it goes. First time chat from Hi Quill and all. You're doing the stream thing. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. I am doing the stream thing. We were working on some shoulder armor, but I kind of like water formed it, so now it's drying. And now I'm trying to decide how I want to make this not work. This kind of dies here. It should kind of go into there. Like, why not, right? It might as well go this way. Could I put it right through? I could curve it here. The curve may just seem a little fake is the problem. Make it a little more gradual. Might again be a little too busy going in here like this, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I like it. Now that we're there, we could just go all the way over here. Yeah. It could come in here. Okay, stop fucking with it. I did want to widen this, but it is looking a little too wide. So I'm going to bring it down a bit. Hi, and Quill says, heck yeah, glad I could make it. Always happy to see more leather on Twitch. You know, this is a be right back. James says I would be more like to make, oh yeah. Done myself. To make him, yeah. Hey, you do whatever you enjoy. Honestly, like, miniature painting is not on the top of my list of things to do, but I have enjoyed rekindling the old flame of it. The old flame of it. Kind of makes sense. Not a huge fan of this loop. Spacing is looking okay. There's like a balance you gotta find, otherwise stuff just looks really weird. I could join these with like a little joiny thing. I think I'll do that. I like those occasionally. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I like it. Getting there. Actually, looking at it on the screen is a little better. Yeah, that's not bad. Floor Pig says looks great. Man, I love Sisters of Mercy so much. Are Sisters of Mercy playing again? Nice. Last time I tried miniature painting, I dropped a drop of super glue on my nylon track pants. I still have a scar. It really burnt like 20 years ago. James. That's funny. So some of these parts are looking alright. When making my curves, I just want them to not look like forced. You know, I don't want it to look forced. So when I'm looking around for the stuff that I'm looking around for is like even like this here looks a little forced. Like I kind of wanted to bring it out more, which is what I was doing before. So it's got a more gradual curve. I want to take up the space nicely, kind of have everything not the same distance apart, but like have like a general idea of its of the spacing to be similar. Now the thing we got to do, which was always super fun, is do all our over-unders. So like on our knotwork, we want everything to be over-under, 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 over-under. And I'll be 100% sure that it is not the case with this. If I will need to add lines to fix it. It'll probably be wrong. So we'll see how it goes. We'll just start from here, from right here, and we'll fuck things up right away. That's what we'll do. So we're going over this piece, which means we need to go under this piece, right? Come around here, we need to go over this. Come around here, need to go under. And then we're going over, and then we're going under. Which is all fine and dandy, but there's going to be craziness happening, I'm sure, because at least that's looped like that. I'll probably lose my mind real quick trying to figure this out. So that, yeah, that one's fine. Under, over, under, over. This should be under here. And if we're lucky, that matches up. We are lucky, it matches up. So we're going under, over, under, and then over this piece. Under the next. Loops around, does whatever here. I don't count this as an over or under, it doesn't matter. So it's going under, then it goes over itself, and then it gets over here and goes under. This is working out way better than I thought it would. I thought there'd be more chaos, which usually occurs when you're looping lines back through the same area multiple times, like doing weird circles and stuff. But so far this is pretty good. Let me look at chat here in a second. Nobody's talking. It's all good. Nobody's talking. Anyways. Over, under, over, under, over. All right, so that's where it's going to start. That's the first time it's going to get weird. So we come in here, we've gone over, under, we've looped around here and kind of just went under here. Oh wait, maybe that won't get weird. We've gone over, under, and then this is the one where it starts to get weird. Because this is already tied in, we've already made that this one's fine. So we need to do some fudgery, is what we're gonna call it. Under, over, yeah. And what is the best way to do this? I think for starters, I think if we do this right here. It gets pretty good. So what we've got here is almost perfect, but we've got over here and an over here. So if we're taking this line, it just goes over and then it doesn't hit anything and then just goes over again. There are some ways to fix that through fudging a line. Like we could just bridge something off of here. We could go doo-doo-doo. I'm just gonna make a happy little tentacle or vine or knot or whatever. Just kind of goes off there, and then we would just put that under it. That would be the quick, easy fix. The only problem with that for me is that it's the only spot on the whole knot that does that, so it's kind of weird. But we could fix that by just adding something up here, doing a little loop-de-loop. Yeah. To balance it out a bit, you know, so it doesn't look out of place. And it's even kind of mirrored a little bit, little yin and yang action. Right, so now that we've got this, comes down and goes under, loops around and goes over, comes here, goes under, goes over, goes under, everything's fine. We've got two of these, so it doesn't look absolutely ridiculous. The spacing's all good. I don't think any of the curves look like they are about to go really weird. I think I fixed them all up pretty good. Um, yeah, to me it looks pretty good. What's this? That is way too small. Breaking out the pens. Up here? Yeah, so when we got this and then it flips onto the other side of the shoulder, 100%, we could totally do something up between there. That'd be cool. I don't know which of my pens work anymore, so we'll just grab all of them. That is not the pen I want. Strike one. What is this, 1.5? Yeah, that should be all right, I think. What is this? 1. What the fuck is that? Seems all right. Yeah, I think it does. I think it looks good. Let's see how I can not fuck this up. My drawing is always very death grip on my pens. Wish I could solve that. I don't know how many of you draw a lot, but I just like, and I'm super far down here, like clutching my pen. I see so many artists that are like, doo-doo-doo, oh, I'm amazing, super casual and light. I guess practice is the key to that, but yeah, whatever. Well, that looks a little off now, but whatever. I can fix it in Illustrator. I have the artistic ability of a grapefruit. Couldn't draw to save my life. I was pretty artistic as a kid, but my technical skills weren't good. Like I just kind of like doodled, and sometimes I do something cool, but I don't have any, draw a circle, draw another circle, put 2 lines. I've tried to draw like that a few times, but I think I get impatient. I just want something to immediately look good, That's not the case. Curve. Do. Man, I haven't done this in a while. Like pen and paper. Now cast it in silver and gold. I do want to do some casting. I've done some like pierce work in etching, so I'll etch the design a bit into brass and then cut around all the lines to pull it. I 100% want to do some casting. Bronze, man. Bronze. This is a little weird again, but I'm okay with it. Close enough. True construction sketching, no artist actually does that. It's just an approximation artists have made to be able to teach others. I watch lots of art channels. Lots of guys, they draw exactly like that. They totally do. You're crazy. You're silly. 100%. Maybe not all of them, especially if you're a cartoonist. But if you're trying to draw something fairly proportionate and realistic, boxing things in and circling it in. Well, so I've gotten to that point. Now, some of the stuff I do regularly is I'll do this stuff. I don't know if it'll be good with this pen, but I'll go through and do these things. Until I forget one. They look a lot better on my on my iPad. They're kind of blocky. They don't taper. They don't taper nicely. Is that all of them? Looking around. Oh, there's some right there. There's that action. Raider from Odin. Hey, hey, how you doing? Greetings, everybody. Doing a little drawing. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. How many people are? Oh, there's 30 people in here. What do I do? I was working on some armor, and then I wet some leather, and now we were doing some heat gunning drying. By we, I mean me. And it was going to take a while, so I decided to do some sketching. So there you go. I am Magnus from Dark Horse Workshop, and I have been on YouTube for 7 years or so, doing mainly tutorial videos and patterns that are generally not overly complicated, fairly straightforward patterns. And I started streaming last year on YouTube, came to Twitch because I like the community, and I've already met Odin, love it. Just gotta get, already got I had 60 followers before I even went live. Yeah, love it. I've got lots of toys to stream with. I collected toys a lot until I decided that I should stop collecting toys and start streaming instead. So there we go. We were doing... This is going to look like a pair of ears from the Mickey Mouse Club. But... This is kind of... how's this doing? How's this happening here? It's a little dark. Anyways, I happen to have a shield boss lying around, and I needed to form my, oh, people said I should zoom back. Right. So I've formed this darted leather piece, which is going to be a shoulder piece, over this. And now it's got to dry. We've got a couple lames for it. This is just a prototype. This is just a prototype. I'm just fucking around here. Don't judge me too hard on this. There's lots of Raider messages. Cool. I've never experienced this before, so, you know, this is all new to me. We've got a water-formed shoulder cop. The plan is... Here's our blurry... There we go, that's better. This is our shoulder cop. And we are going to overlay this weird piece here that comes all the way around. This will be a single piece that hides these stitches. So it'll come down along the edge, come up and curl around, and that'll be stitched on and look cool. And instead of these, like, it'll still be stitched on, so it'll be stitches, but it won't look weird, is what I'm saying. And then we've got our little shoulder limbs that we'll tuck in here, and they'll have a similar thing on the bottom of them. All right, boop-a-doop. That was backwards, but that's okay. Is it backwards? No, it's not. Anyways. And then it'll be awesome. Do you make the shield boss? I have made shield bosses. One of them's on the wall up here. Hey, I can use my B cam again. One second. Do. So I made one of those shield bosses, but they are a pain in the butt. A giant. Oh, I got a big crease in the back of my head. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, they're a giant pain in the butt, especially if you're. I did them cold. My buddy did a bunch of them. I did one, and it was I worked it cold instead of with the forge. Not fun. Not fun. Odin, have you seen the back of my head? Not yet. I haven't seen the back of your head yet. Tell them about what you've worked on. Dazzle them. I've done a lot of movie stuff. That's kind of like my thing. I've worked on Underworld 2. I did armor for the vampire medieval scene. I did Dungeon Siege. I worked on Warcraft in the armor department. What else? Lots of little shows. Man in the High Castle. I was like making military stuff for people forever. So I have done a lot of costumey type stuff, and I'm going to get more into that on my Twitch. So today I was just playing around with this haute garde style shoulder that's going to have like a vertical piece on the shoulder as well. So that'll be cool. You know what I'm saying. What do we got going on here? How was your stream? Was it amazing? It's hard to keep track of everything. I need like somebody here just to tell me what's going on in the chat. Also, my eyes are terrible. Doesn't help. Odin says, I have already been dazzled by his work. Been watching him on YouTube for years. I turned into a little fangirl when he showed up in my stream the other day. Thanks for fangirling it. I appreciate it. I always appreciate it. I don't mind the fangirling. I have other people I fangirl to as well. Also, I was about to mention, now that everybody's here, usually when I draw something on stream, like this item here, this incredible, beautiful knotwork piece, whenever I draw something on stream, this is available to whoever's on the stream and when the stream ends. So I guess you could just screen cap it, but like I will be posting a little link to it later. How would I do this? What would be the best way to do this? Actually, I'll do what I did last time because I haven't got a good setup yet. If anybody's interested in getting the digital version of this knotwork, because there's only so many of you in the stream, it's not like I'm going to be overwhelmed. You're here at the end. I'm just going to just email me. If you leave now, it's not a big deal. It's still the end. You can email me info@darkhorseworkshop.com, and when I get this digitized in a couple hours, I will send it to whoever emails me. And then you can use this on whatever you want, and you can sell it as well. Just give me credit. Just be like, the art was by Dark Horse Workshop. Put it on whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. Scale it. Do whatever you want with it. Doesn't matter. So info@darkhorseworkshop.com, and you can get this, and you can carve it. You could laser cut it. You could etch it. You could do, I don't know. You could do anything except for sell the drawing. Is that what I'm saying? Man, chat goes by way too fast. I need a new system. I need a new system here. when there's like more than 10 people and chat goes by way too fast. And thanks for being my first raid, like right away. It's awesome. Love it. Off to my hat, says a lady upon a good day or good evening to you. Go back to my face. Chat does get overwhelming. I was looking forward to raiding. Awesome. Can I raid as a... I must be able to raid even though I'm not an affiliate or anything, right? Like, why would I not be able to? That would be silly of Twitch to not let me do that. But they've done sillier stuff. Because I was getting ready to raid. You've raided me. And I'm just going to do a little, like, show and tell before we go run it off. Because why not? And then we'll go raid somebody. And if anybody has any suggestions, start getting them warmed up. Show and tell. What I have in here that like is kind of all along the lines of what I want to tackle on this channel a little more is more costumey type stuff. The one cool thing I have here is my Thor Ragnarok thing that I didn't finish. Hey, I could finish it on Twitch. That'd be a great idea. One sec. Come here, buddy. Oh my God, you're too heavy. I love it. I made this in a week. It was, you can go back here. A scrambly week of watching Thor Ragnarok constantly and making this. So, yeah, I'm really proud of it. I just like it. It's very nice. It's all leather. These are leather. The shoulder's leather. Well, the cape's not leather, but, like, everything else is very leathery. So this is one of my favorite things in the shop. Oh, and something we just, what's the fucking show? Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew? Nancy Drew. Yes, I think it is Nancy Drew. I can actually show this now. I haven't shown this yet. Made this for Nancy Drew with my wife for a, within the show, there was a, like it's like a Freddy Krueger Friday the 13th kind of deal. So like the big evil had a crazy mask. So we made this crazy mask and they were nice enough to give one back to us when it was released. So I could just wear that on stream. Wouldn't that be great? Could I even fit my face in this thing? It's pretty not my size head, but I could make it happen. So, so yeah. That's cool. What else we got? I've been finally selling most of my stuff, honestly. Because I've had a lot of bills just lying around. Another armor build. That cuirass thing with the knotwork. Got that, and though my depth of field is kind of fucking with it. There we go. It's kind of cool. And very dusty. Been on the floor for a while. We got stuff like we've got leather-headed axes. Prop axes that I made for a student film. We got my wall of stuff. Have you seen my stuff? Oh, hey, that's where this pouch went. I thought I sold it, actually. Look at this cute little pouch. We got this cute little Viking-inspired pouch. I always have to put inspired on it so the historical reenactors don't lose their shit. I'm reading. Reading all the stuff. Yeah. I've got like a bag, some... Oh, wait, that's here too. One sec. My iPad satchel that I should use more. My little Viking-esque inspired iPad satchel. I love this thing. It's kind of cool. Man, I should really use this more. I don't know why I stopped. I'm just not good at having a bag. I'm terrible. Like, I made it for me. This is mine. And the video on this is actually pretty funny because I absolutely destroy it in part 1, I think. Like, I was, it was so screwed up. But yeah, I should use it. So it's Fenrir and Tyr, the story of how he put his, it's a fucking weird story, but he put his hand in Fenrir's mouth to, what was it, to say, you can bite my hand off if we're lying to you about something. And they lied to him, and Fenrir bit his hand off. So I always loved that. Show and tell time. I got bits of armor that aren't mine, but they're cool anyways. But I don't know if anybody cares about bits of armor that aren't mine. Oh, what about this over here? I love show and tell. Oh my god! Holy Jesus. This is such a mess. You guys don't even know the half of the level of mess. You know, little canteens and stuff. Wonderful little canteens. I made a ton of these for Once Upon a Time. I worked on Once Upon a Time a lot. I made not this specific shape, but I made a bunch. Zoink. Back to the me. What else have we got in here? We need to have more stuff in here, is what we need. But let me do one more little. Oh yeah, and then we've got, you know, if you're not into the, this is also dusty as hell, but if you're not into like the world of medieval and fantasy stuff, I've got like, I do bags occasionally. Not as, like, it's not really my jam per se. So yeah, I'm gonna return to the chat and try and read and catch up to it. My first ever completed leather project was one of those. Sweet, that's awesome. Yes, the gussets indeed. Reading. Yeah, so you caught the tail end of this stream. I was gonna do the shoulder. It's wet. I drew the thing. So again, make sure you email me if you want the finished piece of art to do with whatever you want on your crafting projects. info@darkhorseworkshop.com. Be sure to leave a follow because I'm going to be on here probably at least twice a week. I'm trying to figure out what days. I'm honestly just kind of trying to see when everybody else is streaming and what time they end at and begin at, and trying to maneuver myself into the fray without just like walking all over everybody. But it can be tough, I know. There's only so many times in the day. A Birka wallet lying around? I do. Where is that Birka wallet? Now I'm not sure. Actually, it should be over here. Helmets and shit. Oh, here it is. You mean this one right here? This little Birka wallet? Let's do a little autofocus action instead of like manual. There we go. Little Birka wallet. Lovely. I just smelled it, in case you were wondering. The one thing I don't smell leather in my shop, but I certainly can smell deer if I put my nose right inside it. I love this little wallet. It's a cool video too. I like this one. Got the pattern in my cart. Nice. I want to make one, but I can't make it if you're in stream. That's so silly. You just gotta go ahead and do it. Just surge ahead. Is all I have to say about that. I love the clunking as you rummage. It's like an ogre off in the corner. 1 second while I check out my stuff. What do we got over here? Let's see. Fucking helmets and shit. Like, this isn't even my stuff. I just got like a horde of like my buddy's armor is just lying around here. It's like ridiculous. I'm theoretically selling it for him, but yeah. More stuff as we're doing show and tell here, since it's a little spore in action. I liked all the carving on this. Turned out really nice. I do carve a lot of stuff. What are we on for, we're currently rocking along here. So yes, I have stuff. You have seen my stuff. I have things. I need to practice more carving. Of course you do. Of course you do. 100%. Oh, I do have a couple other little things that are cool. Where is it? It's not that cool. Oh, hey, this is kind of cool, even though it has nothing to do with like my general. This isn't something I do regularly, obviously, at all. This is the only time I've ever done this. But this, I found this skull, and it was broken. So I did a little, and it is kind of green. I don't know why it went green. It was kind of weird. I made a little brass like extra piece for it. Oh, little buddy. And it went green. So I patinaed the brass, and then what did I do? I patinaed the brass after, or did I can't remember exactly what happened. But anyways, I put it in something, and it turned into a green skull. So, whatever. Another thing I want to do is I want to get some skulls and do knotwork on them and stuff, and like maybe like some wood burning, which is very stinky if you're doing bone, but could be fun. So yeah. That's my ramble. Oh, my other ramble is I do stream, and I will continue to stream on YouTube if you're into like hanging out. Friday afternoons I do a stream there, and that won't change. But I gotta cut back my YouTube streams. I didn't do the spiel for the Raiders. Anyways, maybe I did. One of the reasons I'm on Twitch is because I've been totally fucking my YouTube analytics by streaming or doing some miniature painting or like playing a video game. I'm just kind of trying to do what I want to do, but I need to start thinking about putting them in the right spots. Have a separate channel for this. Go to Twitch for this. Do like a once a week stream on YouTube, maybe twice at max. So that's why I'm on Twitch, because people are here because people are streaming. So it all works out. But we gotta raid somebody. Like I'm like at the end of my stream. It's awesome that I got to get the raid, and you guys, that's fucking great. Thank you for raiding me. I mumbled a bit, but thank you for the raid. I have no idea how to raid anybody. I guess I gotta pull up my computer. Somebody just tell me. I just need somebody to tell me who to raid and how to do it. Do I just type /raid in the channel? Or what? I also need a Bluetooth keyboard. Creator dashboard. Okay, cool. Boom. Rating. Creator dashboard. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking. I don't know what I'm looking for. I need help. Top right. I'm looking. I'm in Stream Manager. Yeah. Oh, there's a button that just says Raid Channel. All right. Okay, so I've got the one person that I know is on. I'm just going to raid him because why not? Let's go, Raiders. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm super excited to be on Twitch and to have a whole bunch of new internet friends to hang out with and shoot the shit with and make stuff. So thank you for stopping in and making my day. What? Can't raid them? Give me a break. Stupid fucking thing. Alright, so now we need to figure out why I can't raid anybody. We are unable to raid Xenia Croft at this time. Why? Why would that be? Is there a reason? Anybody know? Why would you not want to be rated? That's silly. So I got to just go find a channel. All right, 1 second. Figuring it out. Give me a sec. I'm figuring it out. Bear with me, everybody. I'm new.